What's up, everybody? It's Blowover Productions here, and today we're going to be kicking off race number 11 of the Hulu Truck Season 2 off at Dover International Speedway. So with that being said, let's talk about these points. In first place, we have Justin Joey, followed by Destiny Wool, the Biffler, Damon Wool, Crazy Bob, Brandon Matsman, William Dobbs, Nick DiCaprio, Hanako Suzuki, Cody Gomez, Adrian Atkins, Chase Smith, Jacob Joey, Hammer Bedgood, Evan Fran, Riley Tabor, Prim Golox, Eli Tabor, Caden Brennies, Rob Sadgett, Potato Chip, Michael Joyner, Gavin DiCaprio, Driver 81, Roger Guardiola, and Abel Bush. Now with that out of the way, folks, let's talk about a line for today. On the pole position is going to be the number 65 of Justin Joey for Gaming Motorsports, sponsored by Burco and Industries, and on his outside, the number 8 of Evan Fran for Dodge Dealers Incorporated. And number 8, of course, his Dodge Ram 1500. And then in the back of the field, closer to the back of the field, actually, is where you'll see the winner of our last race. Well, actually, let's look at rookie Gemini Eliza first. This is her second truck start here. Her first was at Talladega. This will be her second start. Here's the winner of our last race, Hanako Suzuki, in the number 16, driving her new paint scheme, South Point Casino, from Las Vegas. And right in front of her was, Justin Joey is our points leader as well. So he's going to be starting in first here today. Hopefully we get to see some good things from Eliza. Another relatively new driver, Prim Golox, starting third today, just like in her first truck start. So hopefully she does good things here today. She's been performing really well. Last time we came here, Crasine Animations won this race, but he's not here anymore. So the green flag dropping in the air. Let's see who wins it this season here at Dover. Crasine Animations was the driver who won this race at Dover in season 1, but he unfortunately retired. So there's no way for him to go back-to-back, obviously, and there's not even a number 45 in the field at the moment. So we'll have to see who's going to take the win here this time by Dover. Prim Golox takes an early lead with Justin Joey getting forced to the outside early on. Chase Smith on the bottom with his Gaming Motorsports fellow teammate, and then number 92, Crazy Bob, right behind him. Those two cars on the inside line. Here they come, 3 wide off 4. Now Prim Golox is going to get shoved 3 wide. Here they come across the front stretch, and around they go into the inside wall. 3 trucks in the wall, hard, 2 upside down. Justin Joey, Potato Chip, they slam into the outside wall, coming into 1. Now Jacob Joey's going to go upside down, and the caution comes out early on in this race. Justin Joey sliding on his roof, and he'll just barely land back on his tires. Huge wreck here for the 65, as well as the 51. Caution is out. And by the way, stage 1 is supposed to end on lap number 12. Let's go to the replay and see what happened to these drivers here at Dover. Coming off turn 4, Justin Joey gets sandwiched in between the 51 and the 31. They go down to the inside wall. Potato Chip gets pinched, and that momentum carries the 65 upside down as well. Prim Golox slides and goes around, and Justin comes back up into traffic, gets hit by his own brother, Jacob. Then Jacob's engine gets blown. He gets into the wall. Driver 81 kind of shoves him up in there. Then he gets sent upside down. But unlike Justin, Jacob actually only rolled over once and managed to get back on his wheels. And Justin's slide kind of just continues down to the embankment here. And that little lip caused him to flip back over, luckily. Here it is again, coming off turn 4. You see the 3 wide. Prim Golox comes down, takes him into the wall. They both go over. Prim Golox doesn't somehow. Justin gets hit by Jacob. They actually managed to miss hitting Potato Chip somehow, as well as Prim Golox. So good reaction time by those drivers behind them. Now we're going to go on board with Cade Higgins. Huge wreck there. Shockingly missed as well. You see Destiny's up in the wall back there. Great Gemini. With that, folks, pace truck is actually leading them back across the line, and we will see you on the restart here at Dover. Welcome back to Dover International Speedway, everybody. The green flag is back out in the air. 2 Gaming Motorsports trucks lead us back to the line in the form of Chase Smith and Crazy Bob, and we're racing once again at Dover. Already lap 8, so we only have 5 more laps left in the stage. Let's see who's going to get it here as they come onto the backstretch. And Crazy Bob is trying to take an early lead here. Evan Fran in the 8 close behind. Dodge Dealers Incorporated trying to get their second win. I believe Evan has only won once in the Truck Series. This round they go again. Hanako Suzuki sideways. So is Rob Statue. Evan Fran in the wall. So is Chase Smith as they come across the line and the caution flag is back out. And the stage might just end under yellow because of that. Hanako Suzuki stuck on the embankment. Now she's going to try to back it up, getting it back into gear. And there's more trouble. There was contact made off screen with William Dobbins. I believe he hit the 8 of Evan Fran. The yellow flag will come back out, folks, once again here at Dover. Let's go to the replay and see what happened to those drivers coming off turn 4 there. Watch the middle of your screen. It looks like Nick DiCaprio came up on Hanako, just sent her into the wall. Then he got sideways, got into Chase Smith, who took out Evan Fran. They slid. Chase comes back up into Nick as Hanako and Rob slide down to the inside wall. Chase slides back down the track, hits Evan again, and they both hit the wall. He comes back up in front of Abel, nearly hits him, misses the biffler just barely. What an incident here. Gemini and Caden slipping through. Rob got a hit on Evan as well, but I believe the 33 hit Evan when he was coming up the track. There's Cody. There's that 33 truck. Watch closely. Ooh, he did hit him hard too. Roger Guardiola, Adrian Atkins, and Nameable all slip past as well. Here it is again. Yeah, there was just no saving that for them. And watch the 33 here. Oof. Took something off the 8. Big hit there for William Dobbins as well as Evan Fran. And here's your stage winner for stage 1. That's the number 92 of Crazy Bob for Gaming Motorsports, sponsored by Western Union. So with that being said, folks, congratulations to the 92, and we will see you on the restart for stage 2. Welcome back to Dover, everybody. The green flag is about to be flying in the air once again as we restart on lap number 13 to kick off the second stage. It'll be Nick DiCaprio outside, Crazy Bob on the inside. Green flag's back out in the air. We're once again racing at Dover. Stage 2 is underway. Stage 2 will end on lap number 24. Side by side early on, but it looks like Crazy Bob's going to get the momentum as he goes up high to block Nick DiCaprio on that one car for Hot Topic Racing. Chase Smith on the bottom now in the number 98, getting a little bit of help there from Rob Statue in the 4. Who actually just got involved in that last wreck just a little bit, but it looks like his engine's not going to have too much trouble. Crazy Bob gets a little tap on the left side from Nick DiCaprio there as they come into 1 and 2 once again. Nick DiCaprio is hauling right behind the 92, going to move him up high just a little bit as they come onto the backstretch. Abel Bush is in 3rd right now. He's also trying to catch up to Crazy Bob and Nick DiCaprio. Chase Smith starting to fall behind just a little bit. Now he's side by side, 3 wide with Rob Statue and Micah Joyner coming off turn 4. A little bit of contact as they go down the track. Rob Statue and Micah Joyner nearly wreck, and they save it. 3 wide in the corners once again as Chase Smith holding the biffler up high. Now into the backstretch. Chase Smith still holding off that 74 car. Micah Joyner and Rob Statue had an amazing save there coming off 4. And it looks like Abel Bush is actually going to take the lead over Crazy Bob and Nick DiCaprio now as they come onto the front stretch. And there's a wreck coming across the line. Cody Gomez sideways collecting Adrian Atkins. The caution will come back out once again. Not too big of a wreck. Hanako Suzuki getting in there late. Big trouble there for the 18. Let's go back and look at the footage of that wreck. Let's see if we can find out what happened. Coming off 4, 3 wide in the middle of your screen with Caden Brenny's Rob Statue. It looks like Cody Gomez got sandwiched on the side of those two and then got turned by the 07 up into Rob Statue. Then he slid one time. Adrian Atkins nowhere to go. Got sent into the inside wall. She didn't have that good of a time. Comes back up, nearly hits Rob Statue, but what a slide there for the 59. She gets it back into gear. So does the 18, and nearly the same time as well. Pretty surprising for those two drivers. Roger Guardiola sliding in there. So does Destiny Wool and her brother Damon. And it looks like they're going to be able to lock it down here. On board with driver 81. All that just unfolded right behind him in his rearview mirror. And with that, folks, Pace Truck is going to lead him across the line. We will see you on the restart here at Dover. Welcome back to Dover, everybody. The pace truck is pulling in. We're going to be restarting on lap number 20 here with 5 laps to go on the stage. With that being said, Abel Bush is on the inside, Nick DiCaprio on the outside. Green flag's back out in the air. We're once again racing at Dover. Nick running that high side gets an amazing jump off the restart here. He goes down to block Abel Bush's momentum early on as he gets pushed by Crazy Bob. Now he's going to take that high side line. The two Irishmen jumping out, Riley Tabor as well as Caden Brenny is going down to the bottom there. And now Caden is going to be on the bumper of the 18, I mean. Speaking of Caden, he actually placed, I think, third or oh, trouble! In the front stretch here as they come across the line, Prim Galox and Damon will sliding across into turn 1. The caution will come out and the stage will end under yellow. Hammer Bedgood is in this thing as well. Huge damage on the front of his truck. Caution is out, folks. Stage is over. Nick DiCaprio will take the win. Let's look at this replay here. You see Cody Gomez jumping out, but I think we're going to have to look to the back. Looks like there was a little bit of contact. Damon Wool sideways in front of the double O, the 16 and the 31. It looks like they went down. Prim Galox tried to save it, got shoved into the wall by Roger Guardiola. She tried to come back up and got spun by the 77. She comes back up into the track. 16 goes high, but then here comes Hammer Bedgood, not expecting that. Slams directly into the corner panel of that 31 car. Then ran a mass pin in the 50 as well. Tries to come in. Nowhere for him to go. Luckily not that big of a hit for the 50 either. There's that 77 as well. On board with Hammer Bedgood. You can hear how he tried to get on the brakes, but Prim just jumped up in front of him way too early for him to be able to recognize what was going on. I mean, at Dover, you kind of expect cars to just sink to the embankment because that's usually what happens due to the slope here. But with that being said, there's your Stage 2 winner, Nick DiCaprio, and the number 1. And with that being said, folks, we'll see you on the restart for the final stage of this race. Welcome back to Dover, everybody. We are about to kick off the final stage of this race on lap number 25. So with that being said, green flag is out in the air. We're racing at Dover once again. Stage 3 underway. Who will take the checker flag here at the Monster Mile? Nick DiCaprio jumping to an early lead, but not too far behind as we're going to find Abel Bush in the 56 for Blazing Motorsports. He's been performing pretty alright all day. Right here comes Crazy Bob and then that number 92 cars. There's a lot of contact across the front stretch. Multiple cars banging and clashing across the line, but it looks like they're going to save it. What in the world was that? Amazing driving here by these drivers. A lot of contact made as they come into turns 3 and 4 now. And it looks like Crazy Bob will get the momentum around Nick, and he's going to get the run off turn 4 to lead this lap. A little bit of contact there between teammates Cody Gomez and Abel Bush, so they're going to save it just like they did just a lap ago across the line. Back there again as they go down the back stretch. Once again, Crazy Bob ahead of Nick DiCaprio by just about a car length, but behind them is where you'll find Abel Bush as well as Micah Joyner and Riley Tabor. What I was saying about Caden Brenny's before that last caution came out was that he actually finished 3rd or 2nd here behind Krasina. He was doing very well at this track, and he's in the top 5 right now. He has no Truck Series wins, though, but he might be able to push to the front here with 10 laps to go if these guys keep fighting, unless he gets involved in a wreck. Side by side for the lead now is Nick DiCaprio as well as Crazy Bob. They're jumping out, double file once again, coming into turns 1, lap 29, just a little over 10 laps to go actually. 3 wide across the backstretch now. Riley Tabor, wrong Irish person. In the middle, Micah Joyner gets sent up high around Abel Bush and Cody Gomez. Coming off turn 4, a little bit of contact made again with Caden Brenny's and Abel Bush this time. Into turn 1, Crazy Bob still having the jump. The Biffler trying to get there. Hasn't won since Rockingham. Here comes Destiny Wool in the 30. 2 wins this season already. Can she go for her 3rd? She's getting help from Caden Brenny's of all people. And now, across turns 3 and 4, back onto the front stretch, coming across the line. Here they come. Lap 31, 10 laps to go. Here at Dover. And now the Biffler gets the jump to the lead. Now he's going to go up high and block Crazy Bob. He gets moved by Destiny Wool, and she's getting help from Kaden Brenny still as they push double file across the line. Here they come. Kaden Brenny's going to move her up high. 3 wide. And there's a little bit of contact. Destiny shoves him down, and she's going to get the lead back. A little bit of dirty driving there from the 30 car. But now it looks like Kaden Brenny's is not going to say no to that. He is climbing back on her bumper already. They're 3 wide behind him, coming into turns 3 and 4. Everybody's hungry for this win. 1 car up high. There's Evan Fran in the 8. He might get lapped by these guys as they come back across the line once again. And there's contact. Multiple cars on the wall. Multiple trucks upside down, and a horrible crash for the Biffler. He gets sent spinning on his roof, as well as Nick DiCaprio. Huge hit there. And he gets hit again by Hanako Suzuki, and now she's going to get hit by Prim Galox. What a horrible wreck here for multiple cars. Upside down here at Dover. Nick DiCaprio got upside down. Hanako Suzuki got upside down. The Biffler got upside down. There's those 2 girls, Prim and Hanako. Horrible, horrible wreck for both of those cars. We're looking at the replay right now. Looks like coming off turn 4, the Biffler clipped Nick DiCaprio after he got sandwiched on Riley Tabor and Eli Tabor, the twins. Then they both went in the wall. Nick DiCaprio got upside down. So did the Biffler. The Biffler tumbles over multiple times and gets wrecked by the 50 car. Absolutely nailed. Nick DiCaprio only rolled once, but then gets hit by Rob Statue coming back up the track. The Biffler, a lot of momentum carried into that wall. He gets slammed tail side first, and then comes back down. Random Aspan slams into the 1 as well, loses his momentum. Then Hanako slams him on the passenger side, luckily, sends him up and over the 1 and the 50. And then Prim Galox is going to come into frame right there, slams into the driver's side of the 16, sends her up and over, and then there's Gemini. So, on board with Nick DiCaprio. Oh. Oh, gosh. Oh. Just didn't even get a second to breathe. Now we're on board with Random Aspan. This will be back first. Oh! He hit the Biffler with force. And still just look at this. And then boom. Still not over. Tragic wreck here at Dover, folks. The caution flag is out, and we'll see you on the restart here at Dover International Speedway. Alright everybody, we are coming back to the restart with 3 laps to go. Kaden Brenny's on the outside, Destiny Wool on the inside. Green flag is back out in the air here at Dover. Let's finish this race off amazing. I'm not sure why the camera didn't pan with the cars that time. This is not an overtime restart. We just have 3 laps to go. And anyways, an overtime restart wouldn't have 3 laps. Kaden Brenny's to the lead early on here on this restart, but Destiny Wool could pack him up real early here, get her 3rd win of the season. Her teammate Cody Gomez in the 18 right behind her, looking for his 1st truck win and 2nd career win. And Damon Wool, one of the best drivers in the truck series, is looking for yet another win here in the truck series. But it looks like there's 3 Blazing Motorsports drivers behind Kaden who will take the win here at Dover as they come across turns 3 and 4. They're all 3 wide behind them. White flag waving for the 07. Does Kaden Brenny's get his 1st truck win today? Here they come through 1 and 2. Damon and Cody battling. Now Michael Jordan is going to get 3 wide behind him. Kaden Brenny's in the 07, who hasn't won since he started racing a season ago when the truck series first started. Finished 3rd last time he came here. Now he's going to take the checkered flag. It's Kaden Brenny's winning at Dover. How about that? Hot Topic Racing back to victory lane yet again. And this time it's not Nick DiCaprio. It'll be Kaden Brenny's taking them home here today, folks. What a performance here by the 07 car. Kaden was one of the original drivers who started racing in the Hulu Truck Series since its inception a season ago in Minneapolis. But he's just really been having hard luck here in the series. Only time coming close to victory was a few times, but on occasion. But his most prominent example being here at Dover when he finished, I believe it was 2nd to Crastino Animations. They were side by side, and that was actually Crastino's final race too, ironically, before he retired and left Kaden home with empty hands. And A season later, now Castina's not in the field, and Caden puts himself back on top and gets his first truck win. How about that? Now he might actually have a good shot here in the playoffs when they do come up. What a performance here by the 07 car, folks. I mean, really speechless that he actually got his first win here today. This has been a long-awaited moment for Hot Topic Racing and Caden as well. I know Nick DeCaprio will be very happy to see this, folks. Anyways, with that being said, guys, congratulations to Caden Brainies. This has been the Hulu Truck Series at Dover. This was Blowover Productions, and we will see you at our next race for the Truck Series at Kansas. Peace.